Thank you so much for staying with CNN News 18. We have some breaking news on the broadcast that's coming in at the top of the hour. Now, the AIFF suspension matter has been mentioned before the Supreme Court. Now, the Committee of Administrators have mentioned the matter before the top court of the country, and it's been said that the matter shall not be deleted. The SG has also informed the court about all the latest developments in this particular case. So this particular case is now before the top court of the country. The Committee of Administrators have mentioned this matter before the apex court, where it is now being said that the matter will not be deleted. And this is a big update when it comes to this particular case. Remember, FIFA suspending AIFF from FIFA is a big development that CNN News 18 has been going ahead and following up since the morning. And this is going to be impacting the Women's Under-17 World Cup as well, which India is supposed to host. And this possibly may well be an embarrassment for the country if at all the FIFA goes ahead with this particular suspension. Now, this matter is all set to be brought to the apex court of the country, will in all possibility be heard today, and we'd have to see what is next for the AIFF, and this is to do with the suspension row. Remember, FIFA has gone ahead and suspended. They have claimed third-party intervention. This matter is currently before the Supreme Court of the country. So this could be a big setback for Indian football. Also a cause of great embarrassment, because this suspension was announced this morning, and FIFA suspending AIFF, of course, is going to be impacting Indian football in a lot of ways. Now that the matter is before the Supreme Court, we'd have to wait and watch what really is the next step for the AIFF in the entire row. My colleague Ananya Bhatnagar joins me on the broadcast. Ananya, now that the matter has reached the apex court of the country, what is expected?
Well, yes, the matter was already before the topmost court of the country, and it was slated to be heard tomorrow. But now today, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, who appears for the central government, has clearly told the court that the Federation of International Football has now, in fact, FIFA has in fact banned AIFF. It has suspended the All India Football Federation after noting the intervention by third-party members, basically hinting to Praful Patel and the various developments that have been taking place, whether it's the contempt petition that has been filed by the COA that was appointed by the Supreme Court, or the latest developments into the matter where the Supreme Court also took a very, very strong view, saying that though we are doing a balancing act and we know what is happening into this particular matter, we can interfere into this particular case as and when necessary. But today, the matter was mentioned before a bench headed by Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, which is currently seized off the matter. The Solicitor General clearly telling the court about the development where FIFA has now suspended the AIFF, which clearly means that as of now, no Under-17 World Cup is happening in the country, which was the concern of the court in the last date of hearing. And though if we go on to read what FIFA has said in its official press release, is that it is still in contact with the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports and is trying that India can host this World Cup, but then the hopes are still low, and we'll have to wait and watch as to when the matter is heard tomorrow, what happens into this particular case. Remember that this is the first case that would be heard by Justice Chandrachud's bench tomorrow. It is the first matter on the board of Justice Chandrachud and would be dealt as the first item tomorrow morning. So we will have to wait for a while, and it is a matter of time as to what happens in the Supreme Court and how does it affect as to whether India would be able to host the Under-17 World Cup or not, and what happens to the future of Indian football is very, very dependent on what the Supreme Court says and what happens in the future, because currently what we are seeing clearly is that there are no hopes that India is hosting the World Cup, Under-17 World Cup as of now, because remember it had to happen from 11th to 30th of October this year, but there seems